dashing Dr. Noah Drake, played by Grammy winner Rick Springfield. And before he saw action as MacGyver, Richard Dean Anderson did Soap Time on Date. You know, we have another Mr. Terrific I want to introduce you. At the very top of the show, I mentioned some of the illustrious alumni from General Hospital. Well, one of those stars is here with us today. An alumni is there. A doctor in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, a doctor in the house? That's right. It's the Grammy-winning singer and songwriter Rick Springfield. Rick Springfield. Rick Springfield is here, ladies and gentlemen. A man who has steamed up the screen as every woman's prescription for love, Dr. Noah Drake. Rick Springfield. Dr. Noah Drake from 1981 to 1983. She got a special on. So, Rick, where you been, man?
Having babies. No, my wife was, actually. I was just watching.
I can relate to that. Are you, you're back out of semi-retirement. You had a terrible motorcycle crash, I know.
Yeah, I was about, I took, after 86, I was really burned out with touring, and I mean, Sharon knows how hard I was working on General Hospital. Like through 80 through 83, I was on the show. When I wasn't on the show, I was recording, and then I was touring on the weekends, so I was totally burned out by 86. So my first son was born, and I took some time off to enjoy him, and then started a tour rehearsal and had a bad motorcycle accident in 89.
Did you not have a helmet on? I mean, what happened?
No, I did have a helmet on. If I hadn't had a helmet on, I'd be dead, because bike came down on top of me, but I shattered my collarbone and broke 6 ribs. And
are you ready to come out of hibernation now?
What's that?
You ready to come out of hibernation?
Yeah, I'm rested enough now.
Let's take a break. We'll talk more with Rick Springfield and the other stars from General Hospital as it celebrates its 30th anniversary. Stay tuned.
You're about to see time.
It's tax time, and American taxpayers are mad as hell, but can anybody beat the tax collectors? At War with the Taxman, IRS Horror Stories next, Geraldo. Cheryl, was art imitating life then? You had an affair with a senator? Was that stolen from the headlines?
I may be wild, like Sharon said. I ain't that wild. No, it is not really happening. No, it's been challenging. Like, as anyone knows that watches, I was a virgin for a whole year on this show, and it's been really tough trying to make people believe that I wasn't.
This is the first virgin in daytime ever.
No, Robin.
Who was the lucky man, so to speak?
Who was the senator?
Who unvirginized you?
Oh, well, originally it was her son, my husband Ned, on our wedding night. But then we discovered when I was 16 there was something I failed to tell him, and that was just this teeny tiny affair I had with the senator. That was no big deal. But he kind of thought it was.
Well, I've been a fan of all yours for 26 years. I've been watching General Hospital. And in the 26 years, my question goes to Amy. First of all, your ring is absolutely gorgeous. But I'd like to know if the producers are ever going to put you in an affair or marriage or children or...
Get a life. Get a life.
You know, I have a life. It's really wonderful, but Amy just doesn't seem to get it together. So I don't think it's going to happen.
Hi, Rick. Obviously, you were hard to hold down after you had your accident and everything. I really respected you. Do you expect to have some kind of album coming out soon now that you're back on track?
Yeah, that's why I started touring, so I can start writing for a new record. I've just started touring about a month ago. That's why my voice is hoarse.
Which do you prefer, the musical side or the acting side?
Sorry?
Do you prefer the musical side or the acting?
Well, the music side is something that I grew up with. You know, my dad was in the Army, but he was a singer, and I just grew up with it all my life. And I started acting originally because I wasn't making any money in music. But as I got older, I really discovered something that I can get from acting.
We actually found a clip. One of Rick's vintage clips from about 10 years ago on General Hospital. Let's roll that.
Doesn't make any difference. I still feel the same about you. I want you more than ever. Listen to me. I guess not.
Go for it, Ricky. And Dave Cos, take us to commercial. Come back to the Sawgrass Mills Mall in Greater Fort Lauderdale. We'll be right back.
Imagine I used their phone, but they were not at home.
Really, it's no problem to me.
Probably should have called Roberts.
Oh, I think it's nice, just you and I together. Nice, sexy, romantic evening.
Sharon Wyatt, Tiffany Hill, with the young John Stamos. How'd you like working with John? Was he one of your favorites?
Oh, Johnny's my baby. Yeah. I loved him, and we're still very good.
Do you like him?
Yeah, he's the best. I love that Full House that he's on. It's great.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hi, this question is for Rick. Do you still make house calls?
Oh, what a naughty question.
Hi, Geraldo. Amy, your dress is beautiful. Did you design it?
Yeah, this is hand done by me.
Could you stand up and show us your roses? It's so pretty.
This question is for Jane. I love your dark, dastardly character, I just want to tell you. But I'm wondering, do you think it's going to typecast you in the future so that you won't play other kinds of roles? People just get to identify with you that way?
I've been acting for almost 30 years. In the 30 years that I've acted, I've done a little bit of everything. The joy for me is to act, and whatever anybody needs me to do is fine with me.
You all look fantastic, but I'm curious, whatever happened to Luke and Laura?
Whatever happened to Luke and Laura? Now, Luke is back. Isn't Luke back?
Yeah, he plays Luke's cousin.
They went to...
Luke is back, but he plays Luke's cousin.
Yeah.
They moved to Texas, didn't
It's
they?
like that guy that took the shower on Knott's Landing.
Somebody else moved to Texas. They're not in Texas.
And Laura's on another soap, isn't she?
I don't know where they are. They moved someplace.
All right, well, they're experts here.
This is for Jane. I adore you, best actress on daytime. But I heard you're leaving the show. Is it true? And where will you be next that we can watch?
I am leaving the show.
Is this... Wow, I didn't know. You're going?
I am. I'm taking a hiatus. As you all know, soap operas don't have hiatuses, and if you want one, you got to take it yourself. And I don't have a job to go to. I'm just going to, it's called a leap of faith. I'm going to believe that there is a job out there for me.
So what will you be in a car accident and have your face wrapped like a mummy, or what will happen?
That's a nice idea.
Hey, you'd use it. Go ahead.
I know Geraldo knows the joys of fatherhood, and I was wondering about Rick. Could you tell us about your son and your wife and what your life is like now, being a father?
Oh, let me tell you about my son.
Tell us in 30 seconds, because I got to take a break, and I know how fathers like to go on.
I have two incredible boys. One 7-year-old named Liam, and a 3-year-old named Joshua. And my wife's name is Barbara. She's back. They didn't want to sit out here. She's a bit too nervous.
Oh, let's get her out here. We got to get her out.
Don't do that to her.
I'll try and bring her out during the commercial break. But let me take a break right now. I'll be right back. 30 years of General Hospital. Dave Coes. Go, Dave. the difference is, Steve, what's the difference between a television kiss and a real-life kiss?
No tongues.
Is there a no-tongue rule in soaps?
No, there is no tongue rule. I have the no tongue rule. I think you can still kiss and make it look like you're really kissing without actually, you know.
Yes.
Thank you. I mean, some people don't brush their teeth, you know, they ate pickles for lunch, you know.
Paul, is it our imagination, or is your character taking a turn for the worst in terms of character?
Is
I mean,
Mike?
are you becoming a bad guy? You used to be a good guy.
I think I started out as a bad guy. And I think if they decide they want to keep you around for a while, then they've got to do something to redeem you. I was paying everybody to do things. Well, you know, at least a little, you know, he's always been a little sort of gray area, I guess. But, you know, he was paying people to blow up ships and doing all sorts of, you know, he was involved with all sorts of devious activities. And, you know, that was what a lot of the mail said. You know, I hope they make you a good guy so they can keep you for a while, because otherwise you end up dead or in jail. So.
Someone mentioned Luke and Laura's what happened to those characters. We have a clip of what may have happened to that wedding. It features Elizabeth Taylor. Here, roll that.
The bride cuts the cake. The bride cuts the cake. Oh, there we go. The bride cuts the cake. The groom cuts the cake. The groom cuts the cake.
My curse on you, Laura and Luke. My curse on both of you.
Elizabeth Taylor does everything, including act on one of her favorite soap. I think we have another visitor here. Come on, come on. Barbara Springfield, Mrs. Rick Springfield, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, say hello.
Hello.
Now, are you in the business?
No.
But you look pretty enough to be.
Thank you.
So how long have you two been married?
8 years.
And the kids are how old? And the kids are how old?
4 and 7.
Oh, well, congratulations. How's he doing, the big guy?
He's doing great.
So you glad he's going back now? You have a pilot now, don't you, Rick?
Yeah, just did a pilot with George Siegel that they'll know, you know, they're waiting to see if it's going to go.
It's called High Tide, is that it?
Yes, High Tide, right.
High Tide with George Siegel. So we'll look for Rick back on TV in another series. This is Barbara. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. She's as shy as my wife. Speak Up America, we want to hear your comments and show ideas. Give us a call at 1-900-SPEAK-UP. Let us know what you're thinking. We'll record your message to play in a future broadcast. We may even call you to be a guest on a show. So call 1-900-SPEAK-UP. Don't forget, the call costs $1. We'll be right back.
That you're going to give up your entire fortune for Jenny?
You heard the offer, Dad.
How unbelievably noble.
I wouldn't call it noble, Ashton.
What would you call it?
I would do anything for Jennifer.
Well, aren't you wonderful?
Ashton, if you had one single shred of decency in your entire body, you would be doing the exact same thing. You know that?
Personally, I think it's a big mistake to put Jenny and decency in the same sentence.
That's because of your short-sightedness, but that's beside the point.
Paul Satterfield, ladies and gentlemen. So what do you think, of Paul?
You're absolutely gorgeous.
What's that? I can't hear you.
Gorgeous, she said. Gorgeous. He heard you. So do you have any questions for him?
No.
I thought you wanted to know how old he was.
I think you're pretty gorgeous, too, so now we're even. How's that?
All right. Oh, whoa.
I was just interested in some of the behind-the-scenes juice, like who's seeing who behind the scenes with all those love scenes going on. There's got to be more behind that we don't know about.
We don't do that.
You know, it's about the tamest company I've ever been in.
Yeah.
Now, 15 years ago, it was a lot racier than it is now. 15 years ago, there was a lot of action behind those dressing room doors. But it's calmed down a great
Wait, let's ask Shell. Shell's like Amy, the gossip. Amy's got to know what's going on. Amy, who's doing what to whom?
I really couldn't speak for anybody else. I know that I have had the good fortune myself of working with some of the most
who's talking about working? We're not talking working now. We're talking playing now.
Geraldo, I know some of the best-looking men in this business and have been in their company, so to speak. But had I ever been in an enviable situation with any one of them, unlike some show hosts we know, Geraldo, I would not kiss and tell.
Aren't they supposed to be polite when they come to your show? Okay, good.
My question's to Paul. I was just wondering, how do you keep yourself from getting so aroused in your...
It's those ice cube baths he takes just before the show.
They sort of bring out the fire hoses, and that's it. I mean, you don't have much of a choice. I don't know. Like I said before, there's too much to think about. It's business, sort of a unspoken professionalism, and the last thing you want to do is, put your job on the line by getting involved with somebody that you got to work with for the next 3 years. So.
Really? Dave Koz. Now, I mentioned that he plays on Arsenio every Thursday night. He has a brand new hit CD, and he's just won the competition to compose the new theme for General Hospital's 30th anniversary. But he's best known for his jazz sax, that sexy instrument. Dave, can you give us a little?
Sure, my pleasure.
Dave Koz, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. Before we say goodbye, Jane wants to say hello to her kids. Go ahead, Jane.
Hi, Adrian. Hi, Annie Rose. I love you. I'll be home tonight.
Oh, isn't that sweet? I want to thank all our guests and, of course, our congratulations to General Hospital. 30 great years of entertaining an audience of tens of millions. Good luck on your 4th decade. Thank you, folks, for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Dave Koz. Hit it. Dave Koz, the new album is called Lucky Man. #1 on the chart.